ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وآله وصحبه من والاه. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to today's Prophetic Kahoot. Jazakumullah khair for tuning in for the past Kahoots. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. They have been very successful. And with your help, they've been reaching out to audiences all over the United States and perhaps all over the world. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen for everyone that took it. Jazakumullah khair, and I hope you benefited and you had some fun and you learned something from the past videos. And for those that never took the Kahoot before and this is the first time they're tuning in, Jazakumullah khair for tuning in. And once again, please do share the video with your relatives, with your friends, with anyone who you think can benefit from this, inshallah. Everyone from the age of 6 and up can benefit from it, inshallah ta'ala. And like we said, we do have prizes that we are going to give to the people that win. But please be reminded that you must use your email address as the name. So if your email address is a little too long for the name, because there's a limited amount of characters that you're allowed, just put @G or @Y and I'll figure out whether it's at gmail.com or at yahoo.com. But other than that, inshallah, so far it's been working fine, and you've been participating, alhamdulillah. With the past Kahoot, we had over 6,000 players. Over 6,000 players, and that's a huge success, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, coming from a masjid. But this is only because of you, the viewer. You are sending it out, you are helping us spread this knowledge, and you will receive the reward for everyone who takes the quiz because of you. So let's say you take this URL, or you take this video, you forward it to a friend of yours, and that friend, mashallah, has a contact list of 1,000, right? Or shares it on their social media, and all these people take this quiz to compete and see who gets the highest number of points. You will get the ajr for everyone in your friend's contact list that takes this exam and benefits from it, inshallah ta'ala. Because like I mentioned in last time's episode, من سن في الإسلام سنة حسنة كان له أجرها وأجر من عمل بها إلى يوم القيامة. Whoever starts a good sunnah, a good way, which is what you will be doing, inshallah ta'ala, you will get the ajr of everyone that does it until the Day of Judgment. So inshallah ta'ala, without further ado, today we are going to learn about the prophets Ismail and his brother Ishaq and Yaqub and Yusuf alayhim as-salat was-salam jami'an. They were all prophets, and as we know from the descendants of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made countless prophets, so many prophets, subhanallah, from the lineage of Ibrahim. And we said in the last episode about Ibrahim alayhi salam, and this is because Allah lifted Ibrahim to a very high status and a very high level. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَاتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ خَلِيلًا, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took Ibrahim alayhi salam as a close companion. So today, inshallah, it's going to be about all the prophets. Obviously, the longest story in the Quran for any of these prophets is Yusuf alayhi salam. As a matter of fact, there's a whole chapter in the Quran about Yusuf alayhi salam. So without further ado, don't forget the rules, inshallah. Please take the quiz once, and do not try and take it multiple times, and with different email addresses. You can take it, inshallah, it's not a big deal, but if you take it the first time, just take it with your email address. Okay? Use another name for the second, third, and fourth time, because then it won't be fair, if you know what I mean. So inshallah ta'ala, without further ado, I'm going to project today's joining code. And for those of you who this is new to, number one, you go to either kahoot.it, you type Kahoot, Kahoot .it on your URL, and you inshallah will enter a website, and it will prompt you to enter a joining code, which I will give you, and then you will enter a username, which is your email address. If you want to take it another time, inshallah, to brush your knowledge up, then you can take it another time, but not with your email address, just as to be fair, inshallah ta'ala. The second thing is, I randomized the questions this time, so that even if you take it on multiple devices, the questions and the answers would be shuffled, so as not to look at two devices at the same time and answer. But please do try your best, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase us in knowledge and benefit us. Do tune in until the end of the episode, where we will review the questions and the answers, inshallah, with a brief explanation. Jazakumullah khair. Let's take a look over here on all right. So Bismillah. This is the game pin right here, 04811953. Or you can go to the bottom of this link if you're watching us on YouTube. Click on the link, and inshallah ta'ala, you'll go directly into the test. And you can share that link with your relatives, with your friends and family, and they can all take the test on the run. They don't have to watch this video. They can go straight into the exam, inshallah. So let it spread, let everyone benefit, and be a reason for your brothers and sisters to learn, inshallah ta'ala. Okay? So like I said, this is the pin 04811953. It's about the Prophets Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, and Yusuf, alayhim salatu salam jami'an. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the past few Kahoots have been very successful. We started with Adam, alayhi salam, then we did Nuh, then we did Ibrahim. Alhamdulillah, we saw the more we're advancing, the more we're learning how to do these things. Alhamdulillah, with the pandemic, we're learning a whole lot of things. But that's only because we're trying to serve the community. We are trying the best to deliver the best quality material, inshallah, to you. And like I mentioned, please do contact us if you have any good ideas. Any good ideas whatsoever, inshallah. Be sure that Epic will try their best to implement them so we can benefit our community and the communities all over the United States and all over the globe. Alhamdulillah, because right now with the pandemic, our da'wah just turned global. We have people tuning in from all over the world now, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. From, I think a few days ago, we had a poetry slam, and we had people tuning in from Sri Lanka, from Nigeria, from Canada, from many different countries, subhanAllah, I can't even remember. But inshallah, if you're watching, please go to kahoot.it. This is the website right here. Or if you have the Kahoot application, you can download the app. Don't be in a rush, it's okay, even if the timer only begins once you enter the exam. So it doesn't start from now. But from now, you only have 15 minutes to complete the quiz. So right now it's 6:10, just like last time. We said at 6:25, we're expecting to have our list of winners, inshallah. which I'm going to project right here. Okay. So you could either join using the joining code or go straight to the challenge link. The code is right there. Jazakumullah khair for tuning in once again. Last time, the first time we had about 3,500. The second, with Nuh alayhi salam, we had about 3,900. With Ibrahim alayhi salam, which was on Monday, it's only 2 days ago, we already had 6,100 or 6,200 plays. And this is a private game, it's not even public. So once it goes public and I publish it for everyone to be able to see, it's going to be a different story. Inshallah, people are going to benefit from it from all over, but that's only going to happen after Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala. But for now, let me know. And if other masajid, by the way, are tuning in, people, let's say your local masjid wants to know how we're doing things like this, and if they need any help with programs, inshallah, please contact us. Epic is not only for Epic is for communities all over America, inshallah ta'ala. We will help you and mentor you and give you tips on how to do these things, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. For now, this is, let's see if I can, so inshallah you can log in. The link is right there on the bottom. I can, okay. For those of you that need help, if you tried to log in but you couldn't, you had an issue with it, please log in again, because as soon as I project the pin, you have a huge number of people trying to use the same exact pin, so obviously some will not go through. So just try again and try again. If it doesn't, wait for a minute. Try again after a minute, try again after 2 minutes, but for sure, inshallah, eventually you're going to get in. And like I said, it won't affect your status. If you finish quick and you do everything fast and your answers are accurate, then inshallah ta'ala you will win. Obviously, even if you're not first place, you are still considered a winner. And that's for participating in something like this, to learn about the prophets of Islam. Alhamdulillah, it's only 30 questions. I didn't want to make it longer than that, because if it gets longer, it gets a little boring and sometimes less challenging, right? To come up with questions that are challenging, right? More than 30 questions that are somewhat challenging. So we try to keep it interesting, inshallah. Yeah. Let's see this. But the green screen is messing it up, right? Okay. Turn it on. Like I said, for those of you that are just tuning in, mashallah. So for those of you that are just tuning in, please share the URL, share this video, share the link with your friends, inshallah, and you will get the ajr for it. We're playing it as we go right now. Not me. Let's see how many people are on it. I think we should pause it for a bit. So, inshallah ta'ala, I just want everyone to know that this is, I know it's a game and we all want to win and compete, but the whole point is to learn. So even if you took it and you didn't win, you got a few questions wrong, take it again, and take it again, take it again, until you get it all right. Just make sure you know all the information in there, because if you do that with every prophet, until we get to Prophet Mohammed ﷺ, and then after that even, inshallah, with the Sahaba and the Khulafa, you'll learn a lot. You will learn a lot, inshallah, and you will benefit, bi'idhnillah. But please do share this with others so you can get the ajr from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So like I said, we are going to finish at 6:25, 7:25 Eastern time. Once we're complete, we are you're seeing us answer, but you shouldn't be watching the screen and answering at the same time, because that's cheating. All right? Try to take the quiz by yourself, all alone. Let's see. Okay. So far, number one is Cute Yusuf, h@gmail.com. All right, mashallah, with 37,000 points. Mashallah. A Sharif 2003 at Gmail, also high up there, mashallah. I'm going down obviously so you can see your ranking. I want you all to see your ranking right here, for those of you that did complete your exam, but you still have 3 unanswered. So that means that you're not finished yet. I will renew the page. Let's see. So total, we have 161 people playing right now. Let's see how many we have now, 166. But still no one completed the exam. Let's see. This is an exam, so don't feel like you failed if you didn't get number 1, but definitely do prepare for next time, inshallah, and I will make an announcement of which prophet we're going to do next at the end of this episode. So you have to tune in all the way till the end, inshallah ta'ala. We're trying to wrap it up at 7:40 today, because I do need the extra 10 minutes, but do tune in all the way till the end, because the last thing I'm going to say is what prophet the next episode is going to be about. And for those of you that are watching that don't know, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday from 6 to 7 we have Prophetic Kahoot. We said 6:40, inshallah. That's when we're going to end, not 7:40. 7:40 Eastern time. 6:40 our time in Dallas, Texas. Let's see, people are already texting me that this Kahoot was tough. I don't think it was tough. Alhamdulillah. All you need to do is just prepare for it. You know, if you go open the stories of the prophets by Ibn Kathir, it's translated into English. You can find it, inshallah. You can find it online, order it. There are many videos about the lives of the prophets, alayhim salatu wassalam, online. Some of them are ours in Epic. We're trying to facilitate that for you. We're trying to record some videos, but after Ramadan, right now in Ramadan, we're busy with the schedule and whatnot. But after Ramadan, inshallah, we're going to have a lot of content delivered your way. If you were ever wondering, okay, you were thinking about Islamic history, what happened to this prophet, to that prophet, inshallah, we're going to explain that. And if you were thinking of what happened after the death of our Prophet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you will get that information as well, because we will start a series of that, inshallah ta'ala. But we need to see your support. We need to see your support. The more you share these videos, the more you share the link, the more you spread the knowledge, the more ajr you get. It can be blessed and multiplied because it's in Ramadan, inshallah, and it gives us the green light to keep going and moving on with the programs that we're giving you. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, because the success is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it's from you and your dua for us. And when I say us, I mean everyone here at Epic, because this is a work, it's an effort from everyone. It's not a one-man thing. Everyone here is working hard just to get these programs out to you, inshallah. We're brainstorming, we're thinking of creative ways to keep you engaged and to keep your knowledge going up and to keep you connected to the Masjid and to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while you're in isolation, while you're in quarantine. Good, mashallah. 40,000 points, mashallah, good. So we still have, we have 2 minutes to complete, inshallah, before we announce the winners. Before we announce the winners, like I said, for those that are not tuning, that are just tuning in, inshallah, this is the pin code right here. Go to kahoot.it, enter the pin. You still have a chance. You still have a chance to enter. You can take this exam all the way until Friday at 6 p.m. Friday at 6 p.m. is the deadline, the cutoff. But before that, you can still take the quiz. You can benefit. Please send it out. And I will, after this, announce the winners, or the second round of winners for the Ibrahim alayhi salam, which was Mondays. But I said the second round of winners don't get a prize. It's only the ones who finish in the first 15 minutes of the game, because we want you to tune in with us. One more minute. So we have 189 players. Let's see the updated number here. Now we have about 200 players so far. MashaAllah, that's amazing for this program. But we want to make it more. We need some more numbers. And by the way, just because it's 196 players doesn't mean it's 196 people. It could be a whole family on one device, right? But we want everyone in the family to use all of your devices. You have a laptop, an iPad, cell phone. Use all of it. Every family member, give them a chance to play as well, inshallah ta'ala. Give everyone a chance to play, even if you don't think they're going to win first place. But the whole point is to learn. It's not to just win. It's not all about winning. It's about learning. Because if you learn something coming out of this quiz, then you are a winner. Not by me, not by Epic, but by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you increased in knowledge and you learned something new. Every day that you don't learn something new is a bad day. All right? And every day you learn something new is a good day. So make sure when you wake up in the morning, have one objective. And make it your main objective, to learn something new on that day, inshallah ta'ala. So we're almost done. I think we're finished right now. Let me refresh the last time and then see who, let's see, which player with 205 players. MashaAllah. We have Y Sheikh 113 at Outlook. Okay, so Y Sheikh, mashallah, you're number one for today. Jazakallah khair. You're the winner, inshallah ta'ala. We're still deciding on the prizes, but don't worry, we're taking all these emails down and expect something for this Eid, inshallah ta'ala. Right? So you may not come to Epic for Eid, but inshallah for you, Mr. Y Sheikh, we are going to come to your doorstep for this Eid bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. The Hanan family is number 2, Cute Yusuf number 3. It was not, although Yusuf was number 1, but went down to number 3. Muhammad M1, A Yusuf, M Does 4, mashallah. You guys are doing very good. Awais, Radwan, okay, and E Hajar is number 10. You all did awesome, inshallah. I'm going to scroll down so you can see your ranking on the bottom as well. See number 11, 12. Look, you might find your name somewhere so you know who you're competing against for next time and how fast you have to be in order to get to number 1. Because if you thought you were fast and you're number 20, then you got to think again, because alhamdulillah, the Epic community produces very fast answers. Alhamdulillah, we have some very, very gifted, intelligent people. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today I don't see Anzar. I'm worried. Maybe I should see more. Right? What was called? And I don't see the winner from last time, which was Suhaib Hassan. I do not see him. Okay. But mashallah, so we have different winners this time. It's amazing. Jazakumullah khair, but this does not mean that this program ended and that this quiz has ended. You still have a chance to take the quiz all the way until Friday at 6 p.m. So do take the quiz and you can go to the top as well. So let me go to the Kahoots right here and let's see the Ibrahim alayhi salam Kahoot. We have 6,700 players. So I want to see the reports right now to see with Ibrahim alayhi salam. Okay, so we have some people that didn't finish yet. Okay. Where's the reports? No. See, we have new. It's still Sahib Hasni. He's still up there, alhamdulillah. But we know Sahib, he didn't cheat, inshallah. I'm confident he didn't. I know he knows that information, right? But alhamdulillah, he's from this community. We want to see people from other communities win as well. One of our winners for the family night was someone from all the way in Memphis, Tennessee. And we are sending them their prize all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. And we don't care if you're in China, we're going to send you, maybe not in China, maybe some other country, but we will definitely send you a prize, inshallah ta'ala. Going back to our Kahoots, let's go over the questions very quick, and we do not want this to be very long. Number 1, who is the Prophet whose son, father, uncle, grandfather are prophets as well? Yaqub alayhi salam, right? His son is Yusuf, his father is Ishaq, his uncle is Ismail, and his grandfather is who? Ibrahim alayhi salam, who our last Kahoot was about. Inshallah, you got that one right. The next one, what is the other name of Yaqub alayhi salam? Was it Abdurrahman? Was it Al-Yasa' Dhul Kifl? Or Israel? It's Israel. And I purposely didn't spell it the way they spell it today. It's Israel with a double E. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Ibrahim alayhi salam the glad tidings of a forbearing son. Forbearing son is where? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ. Who is this Ghulam Halim? And which son was it? It was Ismail alayhi salam, not Ishaq. The next question, however, so when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Ibrahim alayhi salam the glad tidings of a knowledgeable son, وَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ عَلِيمٍ, the same exact verse, except the ending was not forbearing, it was knowledgeable, alim. This one was Ishaq alayhi salam. Next, me and my great grandfather are prophets. Who am I? Yusuf alayhi salam. He's a prophet, and his great grandfather Ibrahim alayhi salam was a prophet as well. I am a prophet, my grandmother is Sarah. Who am I? Yaqub alayhi salam. His grandmother was Sarah, the wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the mother of Ishaq. Right? So the grandmother of Yaqub was Sarah. Number 7, how many stars did Yusuf alayhi salam see in his dream? Not including the sun and the moon. Right? 11 stars. 11 كوكبا. Good. Number 8, who plotted to kill Yusuf alayhi salam? Was it Quraysh? No, they plotted to kill Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but not Yusuf. Who plotted to kill Yusuf? His own flesh and blood, his brothers, because they were jealous of him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided them after that, and Yusuf alayhi salam forgave them, as you're going to find out, because there's a question about that. Which modern day country was Yaqub alayhi salam from? Allah referred to it as al-Badu, right? Palestine was the country that he was from, because that's where Ibrahim alayhi salam resided with Sarah, and then had Ishaq, and then Ishaq remained there, and Yaqub remained there, until Yusuf alayhi salam was thrown in the well and taken to Egypt. Number 10, what happened to Yusuf alayhi salam when he was young? He was thrown to a wolf? No. Although there is mention of a wolf, but I just put that out there to throw you off a little bit. Was he left in the desert? No. Was he given poison? No. He was thrown into a well by his brothers. They were going to kill him, and they did accuse the wolf of killing him, but he was just thrown in a well. Who found Yusuf alayhi salam in the well? Was it his friends, his brothers, Bedouins from Egypt, or the king from Egypt? Bedouins from Egypt, not the king. Who purchased Yusuf alayhi salam? Not the Bedouins. The Bedouins found him, but the ones who purchased him was the minister of Egypt, right? The Aziz. Who ruled Egypt during the time of Yusuf alayhi salam? And this is for those who like to learn about history. It might be debatable, but it wasn't Fir'aun, because during the time of Ibrahim alayhi salam, if you remember, the question was Ibrahim alayhi salam entering on Fir'aun. There was a pharaoh in Egypt, but at the time of a couple generations later, at the time of Yusuf alayhi salam, it was not the Fir'aun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala referred to him as Al-Malik, and it's said to be the Hyksos, right? It was said to be the Hyksos. So he was the king. That was the name of the civilization, but it wasn't the name of the king himself. What did the wife of the minister do to Yusuf alayhi salam? Where did she rip his shirt from? The front or from the back? No, from the back. She said from the she accused him of something, but then the shahid, or the witness, said if his shirt is torn from the back, then he is innocent, and it was torn from the back, meaning she was trying to pull him. In prison, who did Yusuf alayhi salam meet? Not his father or brothers. He met just two random men, right? Rajulan. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Rajulan. So there's two men. The king had a dream and saw what? And this one was probably one of the most tricky ones. 7 skinny cows eating 7 fat cows. 7 fat cows eating 7 skinny cows. 7 cows eating green wheat. 7 cows eating dry wheat. 7 dry wheats. Obviously the dream had all of these things mentioned, the dry wheats, the green wheats, but none of them were correct. None of these statements were correct, or correct parts of the dream, except for the first one. سبع بقرات سمال يأكلهن سبع عجاف. Right? So, question 17. Yusuf alayhi salam refused to leave prison until what? Until, not his father came to pick him up. This isn't school. till the women testified to his integrity. He said that no, he was free, he didn't do anything wrong, and he's been in prison for no reason, right? And they falsely accused him of something when he didn't do anything. Subhanallah. Oppressed in prison, and he stayed for about 9 years, subhanallah, for no reason. But he was patient, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him become the what of Egypt? You're going to find out in the next couple questions. In prison, the first thing he called his cellmates to was what? What did he call his cellmates to? To good manners? To break out of prison? To believe in his dream interpretations? Or to the oneness of Allah? No, to the oneness of Allah first. Right? He said, أَأَرْبَابٌ مُتَفَرِّقُونَ خَيْرٌ أَمِ اللَّهِ? Right? Are many gods better or one? Or many lords better than or the one and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So Yusuf alayhi salam was appointed as the what of Egypt? The treasurer. SubhanAllah, after 9 years of prison, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him tamkeen and made him the treasurer of Egypt. Not the governor, ambassador, or minister, no. What did Yusuf alayhi salam ask his brothers to do when he saw them in Egypt? What did he ask them to do when he saw them in Egypt? He said, bring your brother. Right? Tuni bi akhin lakum min abikum. Bring me a brother from your father. Meaning not from your mother. Because perhaps the mother may have been different from his other brothers. So put this verse in the correct order. Okay, and this is a new one. I just wanted to try it out today to see how many, inshallah, I'll check the reviews and see how many people got it correct. لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي يُوسُفَ وَإِخْوَتِهِ آيَاتٌ لِلسَّائِلِينَ. And for the people who memorized Surah Yusuf, I'm sure this was an easy question, inshallah. For those who didn't, go ahead and memorize the Surah of Yusuf. The brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam were jealous of him. True or false? Yes. Because their father loved Yusuf more than them. Yusuf alayhi salam did not recognize his brothers when they came to Egypt. False. Yaqub alayhi salam became blind from sadness over Yusuf alayhi salam and his brother. True. He turned blind crying over them. Right? وَبِيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ, from sadness over his kids. Yaqub alayhi salam told his sons to enter the city from different doors. Right? أُدْخُلُوا مِنْ أَبْوَابٍ مُتَفَرِّقَةٍ. Right? He told them enter from different doors. The younger brother of Yusuf alayhi salam stole the staff of the king. False. It was placed in his bag. He didn't steal it. He didn't steal it. He was accused of stealing it, but he didn't technically steal it. Okay, it was just placed in his bag. Right? And that was in the ayah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Can't recall it. Number 27. When the shirt of Yusuf alayhi salam was placed on the face of Yaqub alayhi salam and his sight returned. Was that true? Yes, of course it was true. His sight returned right after the shirt was placed on him. Right? ألقوه على وجه أبي يأتي بصيرا. Yusuf alayhi salam was given half of beauty. Right? شطر الجمال. He was given half of beauty. Yes, he was. Yusuf alayhi salam forgave his brothers after everything they did. He said, لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم وهو أرحم الراحمين. There is no, imagine, subhanallah, after he forgave them, after all this, imagine throwing him in a well and going through all of this, the years in prison and the false accusations, subhanallah, he forgave his brothers after everything. If there's one thing we learn from the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, it's how forgiving we should be, inshallah ta'ala. The number 30 and the last question is the descendants of Yusuf alayhi salam and his brothers came to be known as what? The Israelites, or Bani Israel. The Quran mentions Bani Israel. Whenever we hear the word Bani Israel or we read the word Bani Israel in the Quran, we are referring to the descendants of Yusuf alayhi salam and his siblings, his brothers. All of their descendants are Bani Israel. Because who is Israel? Yaqub alayhi salam. Right? So the 12 tribes of Israel, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 springs that came out of the rock. This 12 is a special number in the Quran. I want you to go and review it. The 12 springs and the 12 tribes are based on what? The 12 sons of Yaqub alayhi salam and the descendants from them. And I'd like to wrap up with this. I want to say Jazakumullah khair for tuning in for today's Kahoot, and inshallah ta'ala I want to see you forwarding this quiz. The link is right here on the bottom. Forwarding this quiz to all of your friends and your family, to anyone that can benefit from it, inshallah, no matter where they are in the world, because the success of this will inshallah give us the green light to keep going with it. Barakallah feekum. Thank you for tuning in. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fast. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free your necks from the hellfire. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive you, have mercy on you. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reunite us in His masajid and later in Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.